Lesson 10.6, Video 4. Solve for x. Again, we are given triangles that are similar, which means we can make proportions, but we have to be very diligent about being careful that we have the proper sides matched up. Also notice that in our questions we have binomials, so that adds an interesting dynamic to this problem. Alright, so first of all, we're told they're similar, so we have to make sure we have proper sides matched up to make our proportions. They give us a little hint there that the two tick mark angles, those are equal in measure. Now we need to match up the other angles to get the right sides together. Well, I'm going to look at this and say that J seems to be pulled away from the other two angles, and that's the stretching part of the triangle, thus the smallest angle. I'd say that's the same as H in the other triangle, which is all we need to know then, because the third angle must be equal in measure. Okay, so now what matches up? Well, I would say that since 42 is between the 2 and 3 tick mark angles, that matches up with the side that is between the 2 and 3 tick mark angles, which is 12. 42 and 12 match up based on the angle descriptions. I'm looking for x here, so I need the side that matches up with the 10x minus 3 side, and that's between the 2 and 1 tick marks, and that would be 22 on the other triangle. So if we cross multiply, we get 12 times 10x minus 3 equals 42 times 22, which is 924. We distribute that 12, and we get 120x minus 36 equals 924. We add 36 to both sides, and we get 960. We divide both sides by 120, and x is equal to 8. And that is our solution. Our next one, again we have to make sure we know what angles are equal in measure. They don't give us any hints here, so I will match up obviously the vertical angles because those are equal in measure. There's no largest angle here per se like we've seen in the past, so now I'm just going to look at, this is one tick mark by the way, I'm going to look at the nose the angle that seems to be stretched away the furthest. That would make it the smallest angle, and therefore now I know my third angle. So what side matches up with 11? Well, 11 is between the 1 and 2 tick marks, and that would be 33 on the other triangle. What matches up with 6? Well, 6 is between the 1 and 3 tick mark angles, and that would be the 3x plus 6. So now we can cross multiply, and we get 11 times 3x plus 6. Again, remember that's a binomial, so we have parentheses there. So we'll have to distribute. And 33 times 6 is 198. We distribute the 11, and we get 33x plus 66 equals 198. We subtract the 66 from both sides, and we get 132. We divide both sides by 33, and we get 4. Very important to make sure we know what angles match up with what angles, so that means corresponding angles are properly matched up, so we can make the proper proportion. And this ends Lesson 10.6, Video 4.